Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers: Josslyn's tragedy. Did the wrong victim take the hit meant for Cyrus? General Hospital spoilers indicate that Josslyn Jax may become frustrated and fearful that the legal system will fail her. Despite Josslyn's efforts to lock up Cyrus Renault, she may eventually feel compelled to take matters into her own hands. Josslyn recently discovered a gun at Dex Heller's house, so she may use it to go after Cyrus herself. According to GH spoilers, Josslyn will reach a watershed moment and make a decision that will forever alter her life. However, this does not necessarily imply that Josslyn will be the one to take Cyrus out. This appears to be a situation that might go horribly wrong if Josslyn does not exercise caution. What if Josslyn's retribution becomes tragic? Could there be an unforeseen victim caught up in all this? If Josslyn accidentally hits the wrong person, her life could be forever changed. Someone innocent could take a gunshot intended for Cyrus, so keep that option in mind. We can imagine someone attempting to prevent Josslyn from making a poor mistake that could place her in prison. Giovanni Gio Palmieri may step forward and attempt to prevent calamity, only to end himself in danger himself. There would be some good reasons for Gio to be gravely hurt, as it would bring Josslyn closer to him and possibly set up a love triangle with Emma Drake now that they are becoming rivals. After what happened to Dex, Josslyn would be mortified if she was the reason Gio was admitted to GH for a life-threatening situation. Furthermore, this could be the occasion for Lois Cerullo to eventually reveal that Gio is Brooklyn Quartermain and Dante Falconeri's kid, thus appending many lives. Whatever the case, Josslyn's spiteful nature is growing stronger, which could lead her to seek vigilante retribution. If that happens, our forecasts indicate that Cyrus may not be the only one who ends up in a risky scenario. According to General Hospital spoilers, Josslyn is in for some surprises, so stay tuned for updates on any potentially unsettling news. GH spoilers: will Brennan do the right thing by bringing in Cyrus? General Hospital hints and rumors suggest that Jack Brennan already knows Cyrus Renault from the Rice Plaza film he obtained. It clearly showed him walking up behind Dex Heller and stabbing him, but will Brennan do the right thing and bring him in? General Hospital spoilers: Jack Brennan's goals seem to be tied to Carly. All of Brennan's goals appear to be linked to his desire to Carly Spencer, who appears to trust him despite Jason Morgan's constant warnings. Jason has frequently warned Carly not to trust Brennan, citing his experience researching pikemen for the FBI, where Brennan was the pikeman chief. Brennan was the corrupt head of both the WSB and the pikeman organization, yet Cyrus was left out of the list of mobsters whose lives were in risk. Cyrus was in prison for some of the time that Jack was WSB and pikeman chief, but not all of it. He was in charge of the gang, which included Mason Gatlin, the cousin of Austin Gatlin Holt, who died. GH spoilers: what other evidence does Jack Brennan need? So far, Brennan has revealed nothing to Anna Devane about the evidence discovered, but perhaps because Cyrus is not wanted in a WSB case, he is keeping quiet. He did use WSB resources to obtain the video of Rice Plaza on the day in question, but he presumably believes that solving the murder of Carly's daughter's boyfriend will impress her. Since this is a Port Charles police officer who was killed, it is a PCPD case and falls under Anna's jurisdiction, so why isn't he releasing the information? And this isn't the first time he's lied to Anna about something essential, such as Valentine Cassidy's location. Anna caught him in the act and tossed him for his lying a few weeks earlier. General Hospital spoilers: what is Jack Brennan's motivation, and what is he trying to hide? It appears that Brennan has a hidden agenda, at least from Anna and the PCPD. Could Cyrus be using leverage to avoid arrest? Brennan possessing such evidence against Cyrus in the instance of Dex's murder and keeping it makes no sense. And now he's leaving clues for Josslyn Jax to solve her boyfriend's murder? If Brennan is so into Carly, why would he put her daughter in danger? GH spoilers: Nina's desperate attempt to save her daughter by revealing Drew and her secrets. General Hospital spoilers and updates suggest Nina Reeves has finally realized what and who Drew Quartermain truly is. After having an affair with him while he pursued her daughter, Willow Corinthos, she exposes it to her. General Hospital spoilers. Willow Tate needs the truth about her two-timing hero. Willow's comprehension of this information might substantially alter the dynamics at play. It could ultimately put a stop to her and Drew's highly disliked romance. Currently, neither fans nor Port Charles citizens are interested in watching these two struggle to justify their scandalous affair for very justifiable reasons. Michael, Willow's spouse and Drew's nephew, has had his sentiments entirely ignored by both. Furthermore, with Michael's involvement in the explosion at Sunny's, Willow and Drew's relationship has devolved into a toxic nightmare. Dastardly Drew has become Willow's guru, having a similar relationship to Shiloh Archer. Drew pushed Willow into using her authority as Michael's medical proxy to keep Carly Spencer and Sunny Corinthos away from Michael until she regained custody of her children. While Willow's primary objective is to be with her children, Drew's deception and encouragement for her to confront the strong Corinthos Quartermaine Spencer family is alienating many in the neighborhood. This predicament is also causing frustration among many GH viewers, as Drew has recently been labeled as one of the show's most obnoxious characters. It's awful that Willow is endangering her own life for this disowned Quartermaine, as Nina pointed out in the January 14th episode. She told Drew that he had ruined her daughter's life, to which Drew smugly replied that he and Willow intended to be together, accusing Nina of being jealous of their relationship. General Hospital spoilers. The truth must be revealed, and quickly. Nina is feeling pressure to tell Willow the truth, especially as she becomes increasingly concerned about Drew's detrimental impact on her daughter. Nina is likely to divulge what she knows. As Willow prepares to confront the strong families in Port Charles, she may need Nina's perspective on Drew. Nina recognizes that Wiley and Amelia Corinthos require a loving and stable atmosphere right now. Willow's disagreements with Carly, Sunny, Jason Morgan, and Tracy are not helping. Nina is attempting to establish peace, but Drew continues to complicate matters. GH spoilers. Nina Reeves risks losing her daughter because of her confession, but it could save her and the children from Drew. Nina is faced with a difficult decision. If she tells Willow about her affair with the new politician, she risks jeopardizing their tight relationship. Willow could be just as upset with Nina as she is with Drew for concealing secrets. Willow has been sharing her love for Drew with Nina for months, but she has never addressed her personal relationship with him, which Willow may perceive as a betrayal. Nina understands that divulging her secret could harm her connection with her daughter, but will she prioritize Willow's well-being? It's difficult to say right now, but we hope Willow learns the truth soon, before Carly discovers the secret and confronts Willow and Drew as part of her vengeance. Tracy lets Carly have it. Today's General Hospital spoilers feature some unpleasant chats. Kai is pleased to receive some visitors, but Willow lashes out at Nina, Cody licks his wounds, Brooklyn fears the worst, and Tracy lets Carly have it. Kai is recovering in the hospital after being injured during the major PCU football game when Stella walks in and sees all the gifts that have already gathered in his room. Are you hoping for a particular sender? She teases him. While Trina may not have sent any get-well gifts, she is definitely on her way to check on him in person, which is even better. With Willow following Drew's example and prohibiting Michael's family from seeing him until they return her children, Nina is frantic to avoid things from spiraling out of control. However, Willow refuses to listen to her mother. You want me to kneel down to Carly and Sunny? She snaps, turning to storm away. Gio visits the Quartermaine stables and finds Cody in a bad mood. He refuses to discuss the situation. Trust me, dude, Cody sighed. You do not want to know. At the hospital, Brooklyn tells Chase, I wish I had a fraction of your optimism. Is she referring to Michael's recovery, or are they finally seeing a fertility specialist? It is now Carly's turn to visit the Quartermaine home and persuade Tracy to hand over Willow's children so that they can see Michael again. Unfortunately, Tracy is still digging in her heels and going for the jugular. That woman's life was changed forever the moment you arrived in this town, she yells, tears stinging Carly's eyes. How ugly will it get? General Hospital spoilers. Sunny is ready for retirement, but who will be his successor? With Sam McCall's sad death, Jason is now the only parent of Danny Morgan, and his priorities have turned away from a life of crime. This puts Sunny in a bind. He doesn't trust anybody else with his business, afraid it would implode or fall into the wrong hands. GH spoilers. Ava Jerome, one of Sunny's many baby mamas, knows a thing or two about operating the darker side of business. Ava, who has been struggling financially and yearned for power, could be exactly the wild card Sunny needs. With a background of organized crime and family ties to the mob, Ava could be the ideal, albeit risky, candidate. Sunny may see this as an opportunity to preserve his legacy while ensuring Ava paints herself into a corner as a criminal in their custody dispute. General Hospital spoilers: family ties that bind the plot might thicken if Sunny's children begin to reconsider their life paths. Dante Falconeri, still reeling from Sam's death, may find himself at a crossroads where the line between right and wrong blurs. With his faith in law enforcement undermined and feeling that he has nothing to lose, will Dante view himself taking over the family business as a way to keep control of his destiny, or even to defend his family from external threats? Similarly, Christina Corinthos Davis has seen her fair share of tragedies, including the loss of her baby and, presumably, her brother Michael Corinthos due to injuries. This could lead her down a darker path, reclaiming power and control in her life through her father's empire. Grief may turn into a desire for vengeance or to preserve the family legacy in memory of those she has lost. Will Ava be a worthy successor, or will Sunny's offspring rise to the task, transforming the Corinthos name into something new but familiar? Who cheated first on GH, Willow or Michael? As Michael and Willow's marriage fell apart on General Hospital, everyone, even the characters, began to take sides. Although Willow slept with Drew and Michael spent the night with Sasha, some fans are now struggling to remember who cheated first, Willow or Michael. So we decided to go down the entire timeline of this complicated affair to figure out who knew what when and who did what to whom first. July 9, 2024, after feeling pulled to each other for a long, Willow and Drew eventually give in and enjoy a passionate kiss during the 4th of July fireworks. They both agreed that it was a mistake and would never happen again. July 12, 2024, Sasha tells Cody about what she witnessed, torn between telling Michael and confronting Willow. Willow admits to Nina that she kissed Drew, but insists it was a mistake. August 30, 2024, Drew is comforted by Congressman McConkey's recent death, and the two enjoy another passionate kiss in his office. And once more, insist it will never happen again. September 17, 2024, Sasha finally tells Willow that she saw her and Drew on the 4th of July, and Willow opens up to her buddy about the entire complicated scenario. September 26, 2024, young James naively informs Ned that he overheard Willow tell Aunt Nina that she felt bad about kissing Drew. On October 28, 2024, an intoxicated Cody openly picks a fight with Drew, accusing him of kissing his nephew's wife while sleeping with her mother. Willow wanted to tell Michael the truth after Nina warned that Cody blabbed on October 29, 2024. However, Ned used the video of the fight to force Drew to align with ELQ or they would inform Michael. So, before Willow could tell Michael anything, Drew confessed to the kiss on the 4th, and Michael stormed out. October 30, 2024, Michael and Sasha wake up in bed together, having drowned their own sorrows and sleeping together. When Sasha acknowledged she had already known about the kisses, Michael was surprised to learn there were more than one. On November 5, 2024, Willow consoles Drew about Sam's death, and things get heated, resulting in them sleeping together in the nursery of the Quartermaine mansion. November 6, 2024, Michael is taken aback when he sees the nanny cam footage of Willow and Drew on his phone. November 11, 2024, after observing Willow and Drew in a close encounter through the window, Michael called Diane to discuss the destiny of his marriage. On November 26, 2024, Sasha realizes that her one-night fling with Michael resulted in her being pregnant with his baby. Willow and Drew's affair becomes public on December 12, 2024, when the nanny cam film is unintentionally shown to everyone at the Quartermaine Christmas party. On January 8, 2025, Willow and Drew have sex in Washington, D.C. Michael is burned alive in an explosion at Sunny's penthouse. So, there you have it. While Willow was technically the first to stray, Michael was the first to sleep with another person. So it truly depends on how you define cheating. However, the entire situation is utterly disorganized. And with Michael as the father of Sasha's child and Nina's own affair with Drew yet to be revealed, things are only going to get messier. So, keep tuned! Next steps: conflict resolution, unlikely job seekers. Conflict resolution and unlikely job applicants. Portia Robinson discusses future steps, Jordan Ashford resolves conflicts, and Brooklyn Chase works with an odd job seeker. General Hospital spoilers, next steps in the hospital's ICU, Portia speaks with Willow Corinthos about Michael Corinthos' next medical decisions. Willow had recently persuaded Carly Spencer to join her outside Michael's room following a poignant conversation with Harrison Chase. Willow appears to be reconsidering her former position of using their children as leverage. Could this imply that she is receptive to Michael seeking therapy from specialists affiliated with the Boronski Clinic? Is it possible for him to discover a solution at their new location in Germany? Spoilers, conflict resolutions elsewhere. Jordan is in a restaurant conversing with Drew Quartermaine when they unexpectedly run into Cody Bell. Tensions escalate as it appears that a fight is developing between the two men. Cody had previously taken a jab at Drew at the Brown Dog Bar, revealing details about Drew's relationships with Willow and Nina Reeves while drunk. Although Jordan is aware of Drew's affair with Willow, she has refrained from discussing it with him. However, she sternly warns Cody, "Don't even think about it." It's clear she wants to avoid another confrontation and Cody's reckless talk, but she's ready to confront Drew about his actions. General Hospital spoilers, unexpected job seekers at the Deception Cosmetics offices. Brooke Lynn is perplexed as she inquires whether anyone is applying for a position at Deception. Her look combines astonishment and disbelief at the unexpected candidate. It's evident that this is someone she knows, which makes the application request much more startling. Will she provide them an application to complete, or is this a critical position that necessitates an instant interview? It appears like a fascinating day is emerging at the Deception office. Spoilers, Ava's mission at the Jerome Art Gallery. Ava Jerome is ready to take action. She confides in Rick Lansing that she has to find a lawyer who will support her case. Rick, on the other hand, appears to be taking a different approach, disagreeing with her ideas. Ava is dealing with two serious issues: her protracted battle for sole custody of her daughter, Avery Jerome Corinthos, and her desire to regain her assets from the Cassadines. It looks that these two issues may be related. General Hospital spoilers, Chase and Tracy clash at the Quartermaine house. Chase is dealing with the realities of marrying into this dysfunctional family as he continues his passionate discussion with Tracy. After an emotional talk with Willow, he confronted Tracy about keeping Wiley and Amelia Corinthos separate from their mother. Tracy, although having no authority in the circumstances, refuses to surrender the children. Chase clearly states that her actions are escalating the situation, forcing Tracy to demand that he leave. Tracy appears to be on the verge of significant legal trouble. Spoilers, offering options. Carly appears to be still at the hospital with Willow while Portia talks to her. Willow invited Carly, so there's no problem. Carly may be offering a clinic in Germany where doctors from the Boronski Clinic in Russia are now practicing, implying she has a better alternative. Michael may need to be transferred to a long-term burn unit that provides more advanced care than General Hospital can. There is also the persistent problem of a suspected but unproven killer prowling around despite Portia's best efforts to keep him out of the hospital. General Hospital spoilers, promising best behavior. It appears like Lulu Spencer is vying for a position at Deception Cosmetics, as she promises to keep her behavior under control. It's not surprising that Brooke Lynn was taken off guard. Despite their efforts to overcome their tangled past, Lulu and Brooke Lynn are about to collide. Cody revealed to Dante Falconeri during their chat about the past that Lulu and Brooke Lynn are very similar. While it might be good for two people to sympathize with one another, it can also seem like igniting a fuse on a stick of dynamite, resulting in a lot of pyrotechnics. Willow on General Hospital, everything you should know. Willow on General Hospital has lived a colorful existence in Port Charles, filled with romance, heartbreak, hidden secrets, and much more. If you want to learn more about the attractive young woman, look no further. Caitlin McMullen has played the character since it was first introduced in October 2018. Willow Tate was introduced as Aiden's teacher, who had a private discussion with Liz and Franco concerning the little kid, who had been behaving reclusive and having difficulty establishing friends at school. She was last seen at the end of the month, running into Harrison Chase in the hospital parking garage on her way to a bereavement group meeting, which Michael Corinthos also attended. Willow was soon revealed to be the biological mother of Wiley, the infant adopted by Brad Cooper and Lucas Jones, and Julian persuaded her to step aside and not be involved in the child's upbringing. However, the newborn Willow had given birth to died in his cradle, and Brad had agreed to swap infants with Nellie Benson, so Willow got closer to Wiley and felt a draw towards the young boy, unaware that he was not her son. Willow was a former Dawn of Day cult member, and Shiloh, the group's leader, was her baby's father. Her mother, Harmony, tried to persuade her to rejoin the group, but Willow refused. When Shiloh discovered Wiley was his son, he immediately set out to grab the child for himself, but Willow's new lover, Harrison Chase, was a cop and came to her rescue. Willow was astonished when her mother appeared at her doorway after Shiloh's reign of terror came to an end. Harmony insisted on turning a fresh leaf, but Willow had no idea she was now working for the notorious drug runner Cyrus. Willow had gotten so devoted to Wiley that she was horrified when the truth about the baby switch was revealed and she discovered that the baby she had given birth to had died over a year before. Willow remained a part of Wiley's life while Michael took over his care, and when Nellie was released from prison and asked for her son back, Willow offered to do all she could to assist Michael keep custody. Willow, however, rebuffed Sasha Gilmore's suggestion that she marry Michael in order to form a family that would ensure the judge would allow him to retain Wiley. However, when Sasha and Chase appeared to be having an affair, Willow and Michael banded together and married in order to oppose Nellie in court. But they grew so close over time that even after discovering the falsehood that brought them together in the first place, sentiments remained. Even as Willow began to reconnect with Chase, she remained a part of Michael's life, and not just because she moved from the Quartermaine mansion to the gatehouse. As Michael and Willow were set to make their reunion public, Willow's attempt to end her relationship with Chase was thwarted when the cop became extremely ill and was hospitalized. Chase proposed, believing he would die as a result of Peter's poison, and a guilty Willow agreed. Chase was cured after they married, but Willow remained stuck. She continued her romance with Michael in secret, but people caught on, and Chase eventually caught them in bed together. Willow apologized and admitted the truth, and they both decided on an annulment. Willow was thus free to spend time with Michael and help him raise Wiley, but she became concerned when he went behind her back to make Nina Reeves pay for keeping Sonny separated from his family for months. And when he proposed, she admitted she wasn't ready yet. Unfortunately, Willow overheard a chat between Sonny and Nina and, when summoned to testify in Nina's criminal case, disclosed that the couple had been in love throughout their time in Nixon Falls. Then it was Michael's time to be upset with Willow for a bit. Willow's life took an unexpected turn when she went looking for her birth certificate to obtain a passport to go on vacation with Michael and couldn't find it. Harmony acted suspiciously and privately told Alexis Davis that there was no birth certificate since Willow's biological mother was a woman named Joan who also lived on the commune. She and Douglas were instructed to raise Willow, and he obtained a fraudulent birth certificate for them. Willow was somewhat aback when Michael discovered no evidence of her birth. Willow was distraught when her mother was hit by Sasha's automobile and nearly died while she was still fighting with Nina over Wiley visitation. Worse, before Harmony died, she admitted Willow wasn't her daughter but pledged Carly to secrecy about her real mother. Willow received a DNA test while she mourned the lady she thought was her mother, which revealed that she and Harmony were unrelated. Willow had no idea that Carly had done her own DNA test to verify Nina was her biological mother when she stood with Michael and testified in court to keep Nina away from Wiley. Willow, unaware of Carly's truth, continued to have dizzy episodes. When she eventually went to the doctor, she was shocked to discover that she was pregnant. Dr. T.J. Ashford, on the other hand, cautioned that her symptoms began long before she became pregnant and recommended additional testing. Willow excitedly told Michael he was going to be a father, but she failed to convey TJ's concerns about her health. Willow was devastated to learn she had leukemia and decided to keep it a secret, knowing Michael would push her to get treatment. She wanted to wait until the baby was strong enough, but she was already at stage 4. Willow and Nina's tensions rose after Nina saw Willow and TJ together and jumped to conclusions. When Michael learned of this, he tracked down Willow and TJ at the hospital, where she eventually admitted to her diagnosis. He pledged his unconditional support but reluctantly agreed to keep it a secret from everyone else. Willow resolved to look for her biological mother in the hopes of finding a bone marrow donor, and she asked Drew Kane for assistance. Unfortunately, Carly, who was uninformed of Willow's diagnosis, intervened to prevent the truth that Nina was her mother from being revealed. Willow told Drew about her diagnosis so he could appreciate how vital it was to find her mother, and he agreed to continue searching. Unfortunately, the chemotherapy treatment was ineffective due to the length of time she had waited, and the bone marrow donor obtained by the hospital was invalid. When Willow collapsed again, she was transported to the hospital, battling for her life. Willow woke awake and was terrified to discover that Nina is her biological mother. Unfortunately, Nina was not a match, but Terry recommended they utilize the baby's stem cells to cure Willow's leukemia. Willow agreed to have the baby early in the hopes of saving both of their lives. Willow almost died during childbirth, but Michael's pleas for her to return to him prevented her from entering the light with harmony. Michael and Willow named their daughter Amelia Grace, but were devastated to discover that they were unable to harvest enough stem cells. Michael and Willow, fearing that time was running out, planned to marry as soon as possible. She persuaded Michael to invite Sunny to the wedding, but Nina was still not welcome. Following a beautiful wedding, the reception was cut short when the SEC arrived to interrogate Carly about insider trading. Willow collapsed and had to be transported to the hospital when Michael admitted to her that he used Dex to obtain evidence against Sunny. As her time ran out, Willow begged Michael to make amends with his father and Nina to abandon her grudge against Carly. Nina's aunt, Liesl Albrecht, was discovered to be a match, but her kidnapping delayed the transplant. Albrecht eventually returned to Port Charles, where Willow received the life-saving donation. Willow returned to work at the hospital after her recovery, but she was troubled by dreams about Harmony warning her of something. She and Michael went to Sunny and Nina's wedding and subsequently couldn't understand why Nina was so reluctant to spend time with her and Wiley. On New Year's Eve, she learned the truth. Michael had discovered that Nina had handed Carly and Drew into the SEC and had used this information to blackmail her into keeping away from their family. Willow was furious with Michael for lying to her, so she pushed him away, but they eventually reunited by Valentine's Day. When Jason was found alive but shot, Michael begged Willow to utilize her nursing expertise to save his life. She was scared that stealing medications from the hospital would cost her her job, but Michael instructed Spinelli to hide her tracks. Willow began to reconsider her nursing career as 2024 progressed because it required her to be away from the children. After some back and forth, she agreed to Drew's offer to be the spokeswoman for a nonprofit that assisted patients in finding bone marrow and stem cell matches. In turn, she persuaded Drew to run for Congress. Drew also assisted in bringing Willow and Nina together, allowing the mother and daughter to begin working on repairing their strained relationship. But as Willow grew closer to Nina, she also grew closer to Drew, and they shared a passionate kiss on July 4th. They both agreed it was a mistake that should never happen again, but Willow felt guilty and confessed the kiss to Nina, who pushed her to keep silent. Willow left the nonprofit in August to return to nursing, but she couldn't get away from Drew, and they had another passionate kiss. Willow spoke up to Sasha about the entire ugly affair after she acknowledged to having seen them on the 4th. Willow rushed to tell Michael the truth when Nina informed her that Cody was aware of her and Drew's relationship and had publicly announced it. She insisted the kiss meant nothing, but Michael stormed away. When he arrived home, he inquired if she had anything further to confess, and when she said there wasn't, they had sex. Willow was comforting Drew after Sam's death in November when they rekindled their passion and had sex in the Quartermaine nursery. Willow was publicly humiliated when nanny cam footage of her and Drew was unintentionally broadcast on television during the Quartermaine Christmas dinner. She was also shocked to learn that Michael had known about the adultery for a time and had viewed the footage on his phone shortly after. Nina persuaded Willow to stay at her apartment with the kids, and Carly attempted to prevent them from going anywhere with Wiley and Amelia, but Michael gave his permission. Willow accepted Drew's invitation to join him in Washington, D.C. for his swearing-in as a congressman, and accompanied Wiley on the journey. However, she regretted it after receiving Michael's divorce papers, and attorney Martin Gray warned that the vacation could be used against them in the custody battle. Worse, while they were gone, Michael was almost murdered in an explosion. Willow ran back to Port Charles, but Michael's family did not want her near him. At Drew's suggestion, she used Michael's medical proxy against his family, threatening not to let them see Michael until they returned her children. Selena's unsettling visit. Willow summons Carly. Trina Robinson was distracted by her concerns about Kai Taylor, so Ava Jerome urged her to leave work and go see Kai instead. Kai had a dislocated shoulder at GH, but he was confident in his recovery even though it meant waiting for the NFL and spending another year at PCU. Trina was impressed by Kai's positive attitude and enjoyed a flirtatious talk with him. Although Kai had to leave for his MRI, he thanked Trina for her visit, which he found pleasant. Stella Henry observed the lovely interplay and appeared to sense that love was beginning to grow. Meanwhile, Harrison Chase completed a medical exam and informed Brooklyn Quartermain that it felt good to be taking proactive steps to address their baby-making delay. Brooklyn was apprehensive about her own checkup, but Chase reassured her before going to see Michael Corinthos in the ICU. Outside Michael's bedside, Nina Reeves implored Willow Corinthos to recognize that using Michael's medical situation as leverage was cruel and Willow was not the person Nina knew her to be. Willow continued to act as if Drew Quartermain was correct and was willing to do whatever it needed to get her children back, but Nina did not believe she should be allowing Drew to make decisions for her. Willow was outraged when Nina suggested her kneel down before Carly Spencer and Sonny Corinthos, but Nina reasoned that if Willow did it first, they might put down their weapons. When Chase arrived, the tension eased slightly, so Nina hugged Willow and told her to consider what she had said. Willow ended up having a serious chat with Chase since she respected his perspective and needed a friend. Although Willow reflected on her romantic history and fretted that she had simply jumped from rescuer to savior, Chase did not view it this way. Chase assumed Willow was looking for the family she never had and encouraged her to do the right thing, so Willow appeared to make a breakthrough. Carly arrived at the Quartermain estate and got into a heated argument with Tracy Quartermain, who refused to let the kids leave and played up all the anguish Carly had given Monica Quartermain since she moved here. Chase later confronted Tracy with worries about Willow being separated from the children, insisting that this had to stop. Willow brought Carly to GH and appeared to be looking for some common ground. Willow informed Carly that she had asked to meet with her to discuss Michael. When Nina met with Ava, she complained that Drew was interfering with her relationship with Willow. Ava encouraged Nina to open her daughter's eyes by disclosing that, while Willow was falling for Drew, he was actually hooking up with Nina. Cody Bell hired Giovanni Giopalmieri to help out at the Quartermain stables because he was hungover from losing a lot of money on his PCU wager. Dante Falconeri ultimately arrived and spoke with Cody discreetly about Lulu Spencer's most recent difficulties with him. Cody predicted that Lulu would come around, noting that Dante had always admired powerful women. There was considerable discussion regarding Dante's camp romance with Brooklyn before Gio intervened to tell a woman was waiting for Cody. It turned out to be Selena Wu, but Cody got rid of her for the time being by claiming he was over gambling and would never work for her again. Once Selena had left, Dante questioned Cody about the real purpose for her visit, concerned that he had gotten himself into trouble. Cody denied it, but Dante was eager to aid if his friend needed it. They talked about Drew and the potential of him taking Scout Quartermain to live in Washington full-time. If that happened, Alexis made it obvious that she would battle Drew over it. Brooklyn had an appointment with Dr. Frida Navarro. Brooklyn admitted to struggling to become pregnant and stated that she had given birth as a teenager. Dr. Navarro saw no cause to be concerned about the physical exam, but she suggested they'd find out more after the other test results arrived in a few days. According to General Hospital spoilers, Brooklyn and Chase face more struggles ahead of them, so we'll keep you updated on their obstacles and whether they'll make it as a couple. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.